Hi, from the hills of Samaria. I'm excited to share with you a little bit of fun facts about almond trees so that next time you come and visit us here, you will see them and think, ha, I know all about this.
Roots of the Heartland, a new inspiring series from CFOIC. Let's see the Bible come alive through our deep connection to the land.
We are around about a special date in the traditional Jewish calendar, which is called the New Year of the Trees, Tu B'Shvat, which is the time when we say that the sap rises inside the trees and it's the turning point away from winter towards spring. Now, the first tree to blossom is the one that is the topic of this video, and it's the delicious, gorgeous, delicate almond tree, which I'm standing right next to one of those here, and you can see we got these amazing blossoms. We've got an almond from last season that's still here with its husk still attached, or not anymore, and the first new leaves. In Hebrew, we call this tree shaked, which in Israel is today a gender-neutral name for boys and girls, but also a family name, and it happens to be my family name. Of course, as you already know, almond trees produce almonds. They could be bitter almonds or they could be sweet almonds. The only way to know is to taste. And I would like to point out to you that I'm standing here in an olive grove, and if you pay attention when you come to Israel and you see a lot of olive groves, you will almost always find an almond tree, and that is because the almond trees attract the pests that would otherwise sting the olives, and so that's why they're a happy combination. The almond trees, they have other uses that we rarely know about. For example, they produce a resin where the stems break that is actually edible and that can be turned into glue. The husks and shells of the almonds can be burnt and used in soap making, and they can also be used to produce dyes and to make natural colors. Now there's a cool trick where you can use the bruised leaves of the almond tree to get rid of strong smells inside of your containers. Like, for example, if you have a bowl that smells like garlic, after you washed it, you can bruise the leaves, rub them, and the smell will go away. Which must have been useful to ancient Israelites back when we only ate out of clay pots. So now, where in the Bible does it talk about almonds? Can you tell? Are there verses that come to your mind? If you paid attention when I showed you the name board with the word shaked, you should have noticed some clues right there. So yes, if you thought about the temple, you are on the right track. There are almond blossoms. It is a commandment to have almond blossoms on the menorah inside the temple. There were almond blossoms on Aaron's staff. That was actually a branch from an almond tree. Where else? When Jacob told his sons to bring the best fruit of the land to Egypt, he told them to bring almonds and pistachios. And that's it for now. Thank you for listening.
Now for the bonus verse I promised you, and it's one of my personal favorites. Let's take a look at Jeremiah 1:11. The word of God came to me, "What do you see, Yirmiyahu?" And I replied, "I see a branch of an almond tree." God says, "You have seen correctly, for I am watching closely to make sure my word is fulfilled." In English, it sounds pretty straightforward, but there's something deeper here. The connection between the question and the answer gets completely lost in translation, but actually the original Hebrew includes both a pun and a metaphor, basically. Jeremiah says in Hebrew, "Makel shaked ani ro'eh," and you hear the word shaked. It means literally a branch of almond tree I see. And God says, "Ki shoked ani," which has double meaning. Rashi explains to us that just as the almond tree is the first to bloom, even before all the other trees, God is saying, I will hasten to perform my word. And that's exactly what's happening right now, and what we're seeing around Tu B'Shvat, around this time of the year. And now you can see why this is such a powerful example that was something completely understood by Yirmiyahu. So even in the dead of winter, when all the trees are bare, the almond tree is the first to bloom, and God's promise is like the almond tree, swift and unwavering, and an undeniable sign of what's to come. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know your favorite part in the comments. Thank you for watching.